Stop playing with us. It's all dog around this mug.
We appreciate you tuning in, liking, commenting on the video, subscribe if you're new here. We reply to all comments. In case you've been living in a rock for the past week or today for the whole day, we got your sports news.
This nigga said for the past
And
week,
updates.
he ain't did a sports rundown in like 3 months.
We ain't gonna update you for the 3 months. We're gonna update you for this weekend today. So, where the Weird Ones podcast, and this is the Chris Sports Rundown. Shout out to Chris. We still the best in the business. It's been a while, but we back.
It's worse. It's worse. It's worse this way.
What's worse?
It's
better.
Horrible.
My intro's the best, and it's even better this way because I ain't even got no pants on right now for real, so it's kind of cool.
That's crazy. Crazy.
Oh, shit.
That's nasty work.
That is crazy. Now, you pass nasty, boy.
Bro. Nobody needs to know what you do with your andouille sausage, my boy.
Oh, man.
All right, man. So how was y'all first football Sunday of the year? Of the
It was
season?
great. I ate good.
Great. 2 thumbs up. Lindari with 2 thumbs up.
Stressed out on the
That's how I feel about it.
sectional. You know, it was great. It was great.
Thoroughly
Okay.
satisfied with the day. You know, my Broncos are
Hello.
who I
Let's
thought
go.
they were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine being 0-1. I couldn't imagine it.
Oh, it's rough out here.
Man.
Wow.
What are you
Tough.
thinking?
Actually.
Okay, Chris.
Bro, like I just never knew when we was growing up that one of my good friends is gonna be the annoying fan guy. Never knew it. Never knew it.
You talking about Chris, right?
Yes.
It
And
don't make
Jerry
sense because they haven't won shit.
He turned into the
Lindari surpassed that
week
a
one.
long time ago.
Week 1. Watch him say one of the 49ers is the best in the league at something. I bet you.
Yeah.
Well, we got Christian McCaffrey, the best running back in the league.
See, I told
Fred
you.
Warner, the best linebacker in the league.
Here we go.
Brandon Ayuk, the best route runner in the league. What else?
Here we go.
Y'all agree? I mean, look. y'all don't
16 more
disagree.
weeks of this shit. Here we go.
It's all good, man.
No, we love you for who you are, man.
Right.
It's okay.
All right.
We expect
We're going
it
to start
to.
off.
For
We're going to
sure.
start off with at least what I thought was the most exciting game of the day. You had the Dolphins over the Chargers.
Big day.
Did you guys tune into that one?
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek went off.
I'm caught up on it.
Dolphins 36, Chargers 34. We had Tua Tagovailoa, 466 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Tyreek Hill, 11 receptions, 215 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
$30 million job right there.
Terrible coach in that game.
Both sides, I feel.
Both sides.
Tyreek Hill had 15 targets. At some point, you just double the dude like somebody else got to beat us.
What was J.C. Jackson?
Well, did Waddle play today?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Waddle-
had 4 for
5
78.
receptions and 78 yards.
Yeah, I'm like, somebody else could definitely beat you, though.
Yeah, but we're gonna make that happen. We ain't gonna let you get 2 on us.
You gotta kind of pick your poison though.
I picked it. It ain't gonna be Tyreek Hill.
I feel like I used to say this stuff when he was a Chief and used to tell me I was crazy.
Because you can't use like they should double Tyreek and Kelsey. I'm not saying double 2 of them, but you double
put the whole
one, you take the
defense.
chances.
On those two.
That's fair. I think
No,
I was
but you
saying
put
more
J.C.
so-
Jackson
I think
on
I was
Waddle.
saying
Double-
more like
yeah.
double Tyreek and then just keep Kelsey in front of you because he ain't outrunning nobody. I think that was what I was thinking more of the left.
I think that's what you were
You
saying.
might have been
too.
thinking that, but you definitely said double them both.
I don't think so. I don't think that sounds right because it ain't enough players on the field to double them both. Anyway, man, that's neither here nor there.
It's not. I thought it was a great game.
It was back and forth.
Yeah, high scoring. That's what they want nowadays in the NFL.
That's gonna get a defensive coordinator fired quick.
So yeah, what,
For
70
sure.
points and almost 1,000 yards, teams combined. It's a good day. But the newly paid Justin Herbert, feel like he could have did a little better effort. What, he had 228, 1 touchdown.
I didn't think he played bad though. It was just he took what was there. They had a good running day too. Austin Eckler had 117 yards. Joshua Kelly rushed for 91. So they had like 200 yards rushing on the ground.
Yeah, I felt like Joshua Kelly was like, he was in there, like what, split, 16 carries each.
Yeah. And
You can't
get
get mad
20
at
yards
that.
rushing, 200 yards passing. Miami only had 70 yards rushing, 460 yards passing. So it's what it is. But then they had a chance to win. Tyreek Hill got his touchdown with a minute, 2 minutes left. And Justin Herbert got the ball back, just didn't do nothing with it, got sacked.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about a few weeks ago, man. Like, you gotta win them games when I pay you this bread.
Oh, for sure.
Vic Fangio is the defense coordinator now for the Dolphins.
Yeah, I like Vic Fangio too. I expect more out of his defense. I ain't gonna lie to
Up
you.
a lot today.
Yeah, but I guess they came in when they needed to. At the end there with the big sack, he blitzed. So, he doesn't blitz a lot, but he blitzes when he needs to.
Yeah. And
Is Tyreek Hill gonna get 2,000 yards?
2,000 yards? I don't.
He said that was his goal this year. He's going for 2K.
He got off to a damn good start. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
It just
Can't come out the gates no better.
I honestly feel like a lot of that depends on what Tua does this year, though. Too. Like
If he stays healthy, he can do it.
Falling right.
Why are you saying Tua falling?
Not falling on his head, stuff like that. He could possibly. I don't know, with that extra game too. Like if he go crazy in enough games, 2,000 don't seem that far out of reach.
So with him hitting 215, 1,800 divided by 16 is like 113 a game. That's easy for him.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't think it's far fetched, and if he have another crazy one in between there, it just make it a little bit easier for him.
Right.
So I don't know. Like I said, it more so depends on how Tua falls the rest of this year. And if that judo or jiu-jitsu or whatever the hell he was doing works for him.
Yeah. Did y'all feel like he was gracefully falling today?
I didn't watch that
I
game.
didn't think he fell a lot.
He didn't. What did they have? I don't have it pulled up. How many sacks did they have? The Chargers.
The Chargers?
0. He got sacked 0 times.
Yeah, 0 sacks, man.
So he didn't fall like that for sure.
But they got the Patriots next week, and the Patriots looked damn decent today.
Yeah, they probably should have beat the Eagles, but the Eagles squeaked away with that one.
Especially with Jalen dropping that ball at the end of the game.
Yeah, at the end, he fumbled.
Yeah.
That was a good hit.
I'm like, bro, but still, bro, you got to slide there. I know Jalen Hurts is Jalen Hurts, but you kind of got to slide there. Like, you protected the ball at the end of the game.
I think the Eagles coach made a dumb choice when he went for it on that 4th and 2 late in the game.
That's his thing, bro.
Yeah, it is.
That's what who's the Chargers coach, Brandon Staley?
No, he's an idiot.
They said that was his thing, but now we call him an idiot, but it was his thing when he first started.
Nah, but the Eagles, they just did that throughout the whole Super Bowl last year. Like 4th and short, they going for
Oh
it.
my God.
They still running it up on these boys?
Man, he just
turn my head.
hit stick this for real on defense.
Oh yeah, I see that. Damn.
Oh my God. Ball went right out of his hand. Gave up all his little cookies. But no, that 4th and 2, I think Mac Jones have been playing that great, man. You punt the ball out. The Eagles, you know for your defense right now. You're supposed to get all these Georgia Bulldogs. Punt the ball off, pin him deep. Mac Jones had a chance to win the game from the 50 because you went for it on 4th and 2.
Mac Jones was playing well though.
Mac Jones
had
make some good passes.
he had 316, 3 touchdowns.
But I watched that game. That boy,
And he could have if Keyshawn Booty had the catch at the end. That was a great pass. Yeah. He thought he was still in college. He just got one toe in.
Yeah, that looked bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it could have been over when he threw an out route to the right, and then they got intercepted. So I mean, that could have ended the game right
That's
there.
true.
He did a lot of weird shit that game. It's 1 week though. I ain't gonna react. I'm taking it back. I'm not gonna call him trash.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
We'll know who everybody is
this week though. He just didn't win the game per se.
Who? Mac Jones?
Yeah, I didn't think he played terrible.
bro.
He played better
throwing
than
that
I
motherfucker,
would have predicted.
I saw him make
Against
a
the
lot of the
Eagles
same
defense?
dumb decisions he made last year.
I mean, at some point that just
That man-
really is.
Yeah.
That man was 35 for 54. He was chucking that thing.
That's the NFL that we live with now. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna have Tommy John, my nigga.
All right, yeah. So yeah, we had the Eagles over the Patriots 25-20. And then I guess we'll move on to pretty much the upset of the day. It was a huge upset. It would have been the dog walk, but we got a dog walk going on right now. But we had
Seahawks.
We had the Browns 24 over the Bengals 3.
Oh yeah.
Bengals look crazy.
How was that upset of the day? They done beat the Bengals every time they played them. It seemed like over the years.
But I mean, the Bengals hype. Bengals always got the hype train. So just coming in, you hearing Burrow MVP. I mean, Bengals Super Bowl, all this stuff. So I saw it as the upset. The Browns defense held them to 82 passing yards, 75 rushing yards.
Yeah, they look bad today, boy.
2.6 yards per play, and held the Bengals to 2 for 15 on third down. So
I'm not gonna call it that, but that was
Joe Burrow.
That boy Jamar Chase was like, man, we about to play these little L's. Then after the game, he was like, man, I called these dudes L's and they beat the shit out of us.
He said we got beat by some L's.
Don't be talking about people like
Hey, for sure.
That was another game where I think it was mostly the weather, though.
Yeah.
that. Up there.
Yeah, the Browns wasn't really like killing either. I think the whole
Browns
first half, if
really
I remember
played
right,
terrible, honestly.
it was. I mean, it wasn't really a lot of scoring in the first half at all. Yeah, Deshaun Watson's done, bro.
Yeah,
he's.
But you know what? I said I ain't gonna overreact, but he skipped a lot of balls off the dirt today.
Pause.
Threw a lot of them short.
Well, he got a lot of bad reports coming from practice, and and before the season, preseason, didn't really play well.
Who's their backup? Who's the next man up out there?
Oh, it ain't gonna be no next man up. He's gonna play the whole year unless he gets.
No,
hurt.
I'm just asking who.
He got that fully guaranteed contract.
I couldn't even tell you. Man.
You
gonna earn this. You gonna earn this money.
Couldn't even tell you who the backup is.
So Joe Burrow got me a total 3 points from fantasy team. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Shout out to
In one of my leagues though, T. Higgins, boy. Woo.
yeah, shout out to T. Higgins, my boy. Goose egg of the week.
Yeah.
0 receptions, 0 yards for 8 targets.
8 targets.
Yeah,
0 for 8 on targets.
So, as a Chiefs fan, would you rather have T. Higgins or Tony?
Kadarius Tony.
Shit. I'd rather have T. Higgins. T. Higgins didn't hurt him. You know what I'm saying? A lot of those passes that he missed, I saw one down the sideline was too far. He didn't have one in his hands, go out his hands and turn into a pick six. So I'd rather take T. Higgins.
That's true.
Or they still could have won the game. At the end, he dropped the one in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left. It would have got him a field goal range.
Kadarius Tony? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about Chris. That's why I'd rather take T. Higgins' performance. So I know T. Higgins was trying. For sure.
It was rough. It was rough for the Kadarius Tony of the world.
Yeah,
They said Joe Burrow didn't play. He didn't play in the preseason. I thought it looked like he didn't play the preseason because he just looked like this was like his first time throwing football this
Chris
year.
agrees with that though.
With what?
With Joe Burrow not playing in the preseason.
I agree. Yes, with nobody playing in the preseason.
I don't.
Because then you have but then you got Kenny Pickett, who was perfect in the preseason. 5 for 5, all his drives, touchdowns, was no interceptions the whole preseason. And it's like, okay. And then he laid an egg today.
Shit, the Niners was on his ass, bro.
Yeah, I don't. But Joe Burrow to have 82 yards, man, you can't tell me. Like,
As a quarterback,
What is
you
that?
have to have.
What
you
is
have
that?
to have more. You have to at least 100. Like even
At
a
least
bad game is
100.
100.
Yeah, I think you gotta go look.
Yeah, a little higher.
He gotta go a little higher than that. Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Like he didn't play the whole
83,
preseason,
bro.
and then they took him out the game when it was
They
getting
get
blown
83
out.
with the little shuffle pass, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can get 83, my boy.
Yeah. That turnaround screen, like, hey, throwing it
For
right
sure.
there. And,
I'm in
and
the
they
flats
run
all
for,
day.
Yeah, they run for 20 yards.
Yak my way to 100.
I'm a fan of playing the
What
starters in the
I saw-
preseason, man.
What I believe though is like the Bengals kind of always start shaky in the beginning. Like, I don't
That's
think
true.
they
I mean,
go
because
through one of those
Burrow's
teams.
hurt mostly every year at the
Yeah,
start.
And he was hurt. He couldn't even really play in the preseason.
Yeah,
He
he'll
was hurt.
catch his stride.
Oh yeah, he was hurt
Like
this
I-
preseason.
Yeah.
Like I always think like we don't know who everybody is until like week 3 or 4. You know what I'm saying? When everybody start getting into that shit, you know, week 3 or 4, we'll know who's who and who's not. You know what I mean?
You give them the first month.
Pretty much. Pretty
Some
much.
of
We'll
this
see
shit
who
I
the,
know.
we'll
Some of this shit
we'll
I
see.
know.
Like, okay, these motherfuckers might
you
go.
know?
Okay, these Nostradamus.
I think Deshaun Watson, he might. That ain't the old
I
Deshaun
agree with
Watson.
that. I definitely agree with that. I was rooting for
Don't
him
you?
too, big dog.
Don't you know no good?
My nigga need a massage. Y'all hear me out there? He needs a massage.
I feel like he do. Like
I done took the massages away from my boy, and he ain't looking like
And-
a shell of himself.
Yeah.
I
They
feel
not
like
gonna
they
be
took his
lining up.
happiness.
Yeah, I think so.
He didn't look too crazy, but it's just like, man, that's not. I remember him running right, making on pinpoint throws. He in the pocket throwing with all his hip motion and just coming up short.
He need the massages to be happy.
Yeah,
I
they
think
were
so.
loosening up his
Oh, really?
legs, you know what I'm saying? Loading up
You can
Like
blame it on
Brian.
Patrick Mahomes. He ain't look good since that game. That's the last game he played.
Well, that's
That's
because all the women came out and said, "Hey, you know, he been."
Yeah, that was
you
the
know,
last game. And then, between getting embarrassed
Taking
on
his
national
pants
TV and y'all taking the happy endings, my boy ain't got 154 for it. That's all he got. That's it.
I'm surprised he didn't get a groin pull. Hurt his groin.
Did he play
Because
in
they
the
stretched
preseason?
out.
Deshaun Watson?
Yeah, maybe he just didn't play in the
He played
preseason
a little
either.
bit. No, he played a little bit because he didn't do well in the preseason.
Oh shit!
I know they was ready to run him out of practice. At least Browns fans were ready to
Browns
run him out of
fans.
practice. Yeah, because he was doing so bad in practice.
I'm gonna
Them
take
niggas
his
mad at
some ways
practice,
to week
bro.
3, but
But yeah, we did have the 49ers dominate the Steelers.
I knew what
We
you were
all,
talking about.
we all watched that game as a family, kind of. I feel like
Who's the family?
know,
We did.
this is a
Yeah,
great.
I'm
We're
like,
a
who's
family.
we all?
We're a family. Us.
At Club 7610, my nigga. That's who watched it as a family.
Motherfucker, we don't watch that as no family.
Like, what we
I'm
doing?
not, no, I said at 7610, bro.
That's his address or something?
But y'all watched it. It was on.
That's the house number.
Oh.
Hey man,
Bro, you
bleep
giving
that
out
out.
motherfuckers' house numbers?
Nigga, how many
Bleep
76
that out.
is it,
Yeah,
nigga?
bro.
Come on, you
Hey, you a wild dude.
Come on, bro.
But
I'm
nah,
glad you don't know my address.
he does.
105, boy.
105, blah blah.
Oh shit!
We had
Sam,
we won't talk
Bell,
about this
my
Niners
nigga.
game.
Nah.
yeah, 30-7. Brandon Ayuk, 8 reception,
Had a big
129
fantasy day for me today,
yards,
Yeah,
2 touchdowns.
Well,
and a
yeah,
big
had,
block too today.
too. Yeah, I saw that block.
Yeah, he did on that McCaffrey
Man.
run.
Free run, yeah.
That's the one they're gonna keep playing in the damn when they do film. Like this, is what we want you to do every play. When you ain't getting the ball, you still play hard.
Yeah, Christian McCaffrey had 168 total yards. We're keeping track of those, and 1 rushing touchdown.
What was the number on that? What was the
Over-
line on that?
What 2,000 yard total yards
2,000?
on the season?
Okay.
Is that the bet we made?
Yeah,
Okay. Is it? I don't remember.
What was the
that.
bet? Oh, wait, I forgot. What was the bet?
Over
Chris
Christian
McCaffrey,
McCaffrey over.
2,000 total yards.
total yards.
Johnny, check the book. I don't remember that
2,000
bet.
total yards.
hold on, man. You gonna let everybody
Check the book. I don't remember that bet.
And then, man, we should have had Brock Purdy. Should have kept firing. He would have had his 400-yard game today. You know, he gonna get at least
He
one.
would
this
not
season.
have had a 400-yard.
This
game.
nigga
Calm it down.
180 yards
Calm
away.
it the fuck down.
Bro, yeah, 150 in the first quarter.
Purdy.
Come on, man. You watched the game.
bro.
Christian McCaffrey.
Purdy played.
2K,
He played good
all-purpose
though.
receiving and rushing yards.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's in
So
there.
he is currently at what?
160.
169.
It's all right, you know.
I
mean,
a little bit of strides.
I can make that
I
bet
got
because Christian
169.
McCaffrey is gonna miss. He's gonna get hurt. So, yeah.
Nah, he not.
I'm
When's
When's the
very-
last time
I'm
he
very
did
confident.
it? When's the last time he
In
had
a full season?
Yeah.
Pop Warner.
Last season. Last season he played a full season
Pop Warner's when he played
between the Panthers and the 49ers.
What week did y'all get him?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Chris, what did you think about the Brock Purdy when T.J. Watt sacked him and he fumbled it, and they said Purdy recovered the ball? Yes.
He had it. He had
Man,
both
that's
his
the
hands on the
craziest
ball.
thing. You can't, man. No, that's not no recovery, man.
He had
I don't-
both
He
hands
was-
on the ball.
And he was laying on
That don't
it.
make a recovery because you got both your hands on the
How
ball.
come it don't?
Because then anybody at the bottom of the pack like give it to him. He touched the ball with two hands.
No, it's like he had the ball. He had two hands on the ball in possession first.
Yeah, and he was laying on
I
top
can't
of
deal
it.
with that. Somebody, man, T.J. Watt was
He
right
never
there
had
with
his
the ball
hands on the
too.
ball.
He didn't have a hand
He was
on the
still
not
reaching
one
for the
hand.
ball. He was still reaching for the ball and grabbing dude's jersey.
The one replay I saw, like he tackled him and he reached like one hand like this, then a lineman jumped down in there.
He was trying to reach for. He was trying to reach for the ball and he was like rubbing on his stomach, bro. I can't see
Jakob.
Jakob.
I didn't see all the replay. I saw one. I ran to get another drink. I was like, dude, how'd they just give him the recovery
Nah, I mean,
when
like,
he just
grabbed
touched it because
with
it was
both his hands.
touching his
He
ass?
grabbed it with both hands and he was laying on it, but he grabbed it with both hands. And it looked like TJ Watt was trying to take it from him. He was like, nigga, I still got it.
Yeah.
That's what it is when you fumble. Like
He told
whoever
him, "Wait,
come up
bro,
with the ball,
I
get it.
still got
Wait,
it.
room.
What
So I didn't see who came up with the ball. I just thought they was like, no, give it to him. And I was like, oh, that's bullshit.
He never lost it. Like after he grabbed it with both hands, he had it the whole time.
Because normally, you know, if there's a fumble, like the first guy jumps on it.
If TJ Watt would have took it from him, they would have been like, all right, it's his rock.
So that's what I thought happened. But they were like, nah, just, you know, his ball. And I was like, what the fuck
TJ
happened?
Watt never got the ball though.
Oh, I thought he came up with it. I mean, I come back down. I'm just like, what the hell?
No, sir.
Nah, but what was crazy was when TJ Watt had his third sack, and he was coming right at Purdy. Yeah, but he was coming right at Purdy. It wasn't like he was coming on a blind side. TJ Watt coming right at Purdy, never even looked at him, just smashed him. I'm like, bro, you're not even looking right in front of you.
Yeah. That's your quarterback?
Hey, did y'all hear Geno Smith tonight?
Yeah, when Aaron Donald was running right at him.
Aaron
said,
Donald
"Oh
was
my
running
God."
directly at him. My nigga just said, "Oh my God!" He got the shit out of that ball. Get your scary ass out of here.
Dude, I wouldn't want to get hit by Aaron Donald either. Shit.
Nah.
Nah.
Hey,
But that's
But at
like-
least Geno saw it.
But that's
he had
like
nobody-
Kirk Cousins level, where he's like, it hurts everywhere.
Right. He's gonna end up.
Kurt ball today, though. Even though I don't think they
Yeah.
won.
We moving on to that. No, they lost. They got upset too.
Wait a minute, hit the wrong
Who they
button.
play today?
Who did they lose to? It wasn't the Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield
Yeah, it
was
was.
slinging that thing on them.
Yeah, I saw
Baker.
Yeah.
Baker.
We had Jordan Addison too. I think Jordan Addison got 2 touchdowns.
He had a tutty.
1 touchdown, yeah.
Coverage.
But Justin Jefferson went for 150 yards, not receptions. Cousins 344, 2 touchdowns. But old Baker 173 and 2 touchdowns for the win.
Can't lose.
Can't lose.
Baker can't fucking lose, man.
I'm sure he will lose next week. Almost certain.
Who they got next week? Let me see.
I don't know.
Like,
I'm almost certain that whoever it is, this nigga's out of here.
I got a pretty good feeling he gonna lose next week.
Let me look it up.
I'm
I'm
looking
going
it
up
up
there
now.
right now. Chicago.
They got
He might
Nah, he
win.
might not win. He might
He
win.
might win.
Chicago.
It might be Chicago.
Yeah, the Bears had a rough one today, losing to the Packers 38-20.
Jordan Love didn't look terrible today.
Jordan Love.
Nah, he didn't.
He looked
Nah, he
I
didn't.
saw some like
Shit.
kind of like lightweight Aaron Rodgers shit out of him a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like he did a move and then the throw, I was like, whoa, what you teach
Yeah.
this boy, bro?
Yeah. It must
Dude,
be
how
the
lucky will the Packers fans be if he turns out to
To be
be
good.
great?
Yeah. It's working.
It's like 3
Sit
in
the
a
nigga
row.
for
Like,
3
guess what?
years.
You be like, so y'all ain't gonna never have a shitty quarterback?
They could be going on like 45
Rodgers
years or
loves-
something.
Y'all this never? That's crazy.
Like the
That's
Colts.
y'all
When the
think,
Colts
huh?
went from Manning to Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
For sure.
Jordan
Some
Love
fans
had,
just don't know the struggle, man.
had 245 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks.
The struggle.
That's real.
For real, man.
When
When you start trotting out like Tyler Thigpen, Brody Clark,
Yeah, bro.
Back since the last year we had Peyton, and this shit still ain't working out, bro. We almost 10 years later.
y'all done went through
Dude, we didn't have. I don't even. It's been so many. I don't know
the
them.
dude from Memphis.
The white dude that was
Memphis.
supposed to be Cam Newton Jr. Paxton Lynch.
Yeah, it was Paxton Lynch from Memphis.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
we didn't have
Ryan Mallett.
Case Keenum.
Did y'all have a big
T.Y.
quarterback from Arizona State? Mullins? Did y'all have Mullins? Or Mullins?
Ryan Mallett.
That was-
who was the dude that was he was on the team when Peyton was there, and then he won like all those games, but then they took him out in the playoffs. And then the Texans signed him for that big deal. What was that dude's name? He was a bum.
Was that Ryan Mallett?
No,
I don't think it was Ryan Mallett.
Ryan Mallett was Arkansas State or Arkansas.
Yeah.
Him and Darren McFadden played together.
I don't remember his name.
I like
We
he
had
went to
that dude.
Arizona or something.
We didn't went through a lot, bro. We've been trying to get it right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We
It'd be
had
tough
Trevor,
out here,
Trevor
man.
Simeon, bro. Like, come on, bro.
It ain't worse than Zach Mettenberger. Jake Locker.
Well,
Ryan
Jake Locker just
Fitzpatrick.
didn't turn out.
No, Jake Locker quit. He quit.
Brock,
And Fitzmagic?
what was that bum name? Brock Osweiler.
Oh,
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
him.
From Arizona State.
I remember him.
Golly.
I knew the dude went to Arizona somewhere along the way.
It's hard out here. These niggas ain't gonna never see the struggle. You right, bro.
But I feel like your quarterbacks had a decent. We really went out there with Tyler Thigpen.
Nah, bro.
Like, let's go.
The only reason our quarterbacks even look decent at times was because the defense was so good that we was holding niggas to like 10 points and still losing 10-3.
The Chiefs said, dude, we got to run like a veer option offense because this boy can't throw.
Yeah, see, that's a struggle, bro. That's a struggle. We been here. That's why I don't be tripping about these Chiefs fans. And so happy they got Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I wish I had a quarterback. I understand.
Yo, Russ still can't cook for you, boy.
Russ ain't cooking like I need him to cook, bro. Russ is not cooking like I need him to cook.
His passes looked a little sharper today, but I feel like still, you got to score more than 16 points, man.
You can't keep losing, bro.
It's the goddamn Raiders.
In 2 years, you can't keep losing games by 1 point, bro. We paid you all that money to win these games.
My nigga Sean Payton was like, "Hey, you play football. You out here kissing babies, trying to run for
I
offense."
ain't mad at him, bro. Like, man, what is up, bro?
Sean Payton already don't like
care
him.
a lot about his image, though, bro.
He does not like Russell Wilson at all, bro.
I don't know why he would care about his image. I'm like, as long as Sierra ain't tripping, I don't give a fuck.
Man, fuck all that, man. Ball out, bro.
It would be.
He probably just ain't got it, man. He probably really can't cook, and we didn't know that because Steve Kerr was hiding it from us. But now we know.
Yeah.
But he was cooking up there. It was a time.
He was more like a play action quarterback.
Like the best deep ball I see in football. Like just be dropping
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah, I mean, I think he still got that a little bit.
I ain't seen
He was like
him in
a
year in the game.
he was like a sous
He got
chef.
he got a nice looking deep ball.
Nigga said he was a sous chef. That's hate.
Oh, it was killing me.
That's hate.
I don't think he was
Russ-
ever just a drop back and dice you up quarterback in Seattle.
Nah, but he was the guy that had to scramble as soon as he got the ball. He was making a lot of throws on the run, deep throws on the run too.
He was
That's
good
my
at scrambling.
receiver.
He was good at play action. He had a
Yeah.
stellar defense. But now it's like, no, we want you just to back up and throw it and be the guy.
Something slipping, bro.
Just saying.
Mm-hmm. Well, Russ had 177 today with 2 touchdowns.
Bro, I don't think Russ been over 200 4 times since he been with the Broncos, bro. Like, shit's ridiculous.
200?
I don't think he has.
I could go over 200 in a
Bro,
game.
it's sad out here, boy. It's sad out here.
My
You
nigga
see that
Garoppolo
trophy?
went for 200.
You see that trophy?
Yeah.
Nigga on a 25-yard field.
This week one though, I think Russ can probably get a little bit better, man. He didn't look terrible.
Yeah, I didn't think he looked terrible, but it's just like 250 a lot, bro. 250 a lot.
That's a lot.
I think that's why you feel that way, because what he got paid. Like if he was like Brock Purdy, just a 7th round pick, you were like, I see potential, but it's like we paid you to be a superstar, man. You come in here
and you looking worse than every other quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
What did old Broccoli have?
Like,
What he was
we could have gave Baker Mayfield that money
for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
he was a 3rd round pick, wasn't he, Russ?
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, so he
I
came
think
to
he was
the
a
door
3rd
not
round
making
pick
like
out of
top
North
money.
Florida. Was it Wisconsin or
Wisconsin, yeah.
Wisconsin.
He went to Wisconsin, yeah. Russell Wilson was pick number 75. 2012, round 3. Round 3.
Yeah, that's the
Hold on.
Get off your dick, Chris.
Was that the Melo? The Melo. Oh no, we had Jimmy G. Jimmy G went for 200 yards for the Raiders.
200 flat.
Yeah.
He had that little game-winning run at the end. Sled. He did at the beginning.
I heard
he did.
Hurt.
Oh, I thought I saw him finish. He came back in the 4th and had a drive and put him over the top.
No, in the first quarter he got hurt, and then they had the backup in there, and they did like a couple handoffs, and he ran back in.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I was about to say, oh, Jimmy hurt already.
Sound about right.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised.
It's on brand.
It's on brand, yeah. About injuries, though, we had J.K. Dobbins tears his Achilles out for the season.
Fucked my fantasy team up.
This dude is hurts, bro. We was talking about it in the chat today.
Oh my god,
Lee, you just getting hurt just cause at this point.
Man, this might be it, man. Achilles is rough after all the other injuries he done had.
$100 fantasy league gone already.
Why?
Lord have mercy.
Why would you make that pick?
Had a decent day, I think, though.
He had a touchdown. I mean, I'm still in the hunt right now. I mean, I could probably win this week, but shit, it ain't looking good, man. You saw my team; it was already thin.
Yeah, I did. That's what I said.
And now I was counting on J.K. Dobbins too, boy.
If it's it for him,
why you would count on him?
If it's it for him,
because if he's healthy, he's good.
Yeah.
And they do a lot of running, so I'm like, shit, I should be okay.
He got 2.6 guaranteed. He'll be all right. He'll be okay.
Who's that?
I was also expecting a lot out
J.K.
of
Dobbins.
Devontae Williams from Denver too.
Yeah,
so they need to get that together.
Mm-hmm.
I have him on my team. Good thing everybody else kind of stepped up.
I ain't gonna call Peyton a trash coach just yet, but he needs to figure that out for me.
Definitely.
Yes. Sticking with the Ravens, we had 25-9. Ravens over the Texans. C.J. Stroud in his NFL debut, 242 yards. So, I mean, he hit more than Russ as a rookie. You know. And the Ravens defense, I mean, they're decent on defense.
That was garbage yards, a lot of that, though.
And then we had Zay Flowers, rookie debut, 9 receptions, 78 yards.
Look good.
For sure.
Odell had 2 catches, 37.
I think that's going to be Odell.
That's what they predicted for him on NFL this morning. They say about 40 yards.
Like, man, I'm just out here trying to cash this check in. If we get into the playoffs, I'll put in a little bit more effort.
I want the Chiefs to get Odell, but
that's kind of what he did with the Rams.
That's kind of his MO.
He showed up in the playoffs, Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He like, man, we make it to the playoffs, so I'll do what I got to do, man. But this regular season stuff, man, Lamar gonna have to get us there.
Man, I feel like that ain't guaranteed, man. You gotta play, especially in your division, and you're in the AFC.
He a little bit older though, bro. He ain't probably got it like that now.
You can't just then. You might, you know what?
3 ACLs.
You gonna play less snaps then, but you can't just kind of mail it in.
Shit. 1 year for $15 million. If this is it, he all right.
This nigga looking at everybody's contract.
Yeah.
You on spot track.
All right. We had one more game I at least wanted to talk about. We had the Saints over the Titans.
Ooh,
My bad. Hold
yeah.
on. I'm trying to
Saints
get the
over the
screen to
Titans.
go.
I picked the
Put in
Saints to win
mayonnaise,
that
bro.
division down there.
I did too. I
Yeah.
got them on DraftKings.
You picked what?
I picked the Saints to win that division down there, so they're gonna have to win games that they're supposed to win.
It should
Wait,
be
you
all
said
right.
they're supposed to win that game?
I feel like that. Who the Titans run out there at quarterback? Tannehill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry?
Pooh
One night-
cheese.
198, just under that 200.
Oh, look at him.
Pooh
Breaking it out here.
Derek Carr put a 305 on their head, man.
What
Yep,
about,
Derek Carr looked good.
What did
305, one
He
touchdown.
only had 198, so I'm assuming that Hopkins.
D-Hop, seven catches for 65.
I'm gonna say it was the 3 interceptions that was a bigger problem, though.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
sure.
definitely the
For
problem
sure.
from Tannehill. Like, if you ain't gonna
For
protect
sure.
the ball, what else are you gonna do for us?
Yeah.
I'm assuming you watched the game, Keenan. But he was
Listen,
throwing
listen.
interceptions like just lobbing it over the middle.
It looked bad. It looked really bad, man. Really, really bad.
Like some stuff, like you try to fit one in a tight window and get tipped to get picked. You be like, you know what? You try to make a play. This dude lobbed it right over the middle.
Minutes later.
All right, we have the other rookie QB, Bryce Young. Panthers lost to the Falcons 24-10. Bryce Young went for 146 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. And then we had the other rookie on the other side, Bijan Robinson.
Oh, I saw
Who looked-
Bijan make somebody look stupid.
Yeah.
Three
His
people
numbers
did
were
that.
okay. He looked great. His numbers were okay.
I thought
He had
he would have been a starter. I don't think he was a starter.
Tyler Algier.
Tyler Algier,
Still-
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he had a good season last year as a rookie. So, but Bijan had.
Why they draft Bijan Robinson then?
I mean, he's a different talent though. Like Algier is like a bigger running back, so he'll be like the goal line.
I don't think
every team needs two good running backs now, though.
Yeah, but the Falcons wasn't a team where they were like, oh, we can waste a high first round pick on another running back, and we already got one.
That's true, but they got Desmond Riddler, right?
Ritter.
My man said Riddler the other day.
You look at something. Where is he? Bijan Robinson.
But Bijan went 10 carries, 56 yards, and he also had 6 receptions for 27 and a touchdown.
So he was
So-
5 a carry. That's a good day.
Yeah, yep, for sure. Algier was 5 a carry, 75 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Sound like they getting good offensive line work down there. Then both of them.
Yeah.
5 a carry.
130 on the day. That ain't bad.
Yeah.
I didn't expect
Ritter only
much
passed
out of the
8.
Falcons, so.
You what?
I said I don't expect a whole lot out of the Falcons, so that's
Yeah, that's true. They're still
You
building,
think
but
5 wins?
Sure.
but
I already said I got
there's
the Saints winning that division, so
that division is weak, so
yeah, exactly.
they could probably even probably even beat the Saints once.
I'll tell you what, Drake London went out there and got me 0 receptions for 0 yards for my face.
Yeah.
They threw it to that nigga one time.
Dude, come on, man.
Like, this was your shot,
Well,
bro.
Ritter was only 15 of 18 though for 115 yards, so
God,
The
damn.
running was working.
Quarterbacks were doing some wild stuff, man.
yeah.
They done went back to like the Marty
Yeah,
ball.
I'm like, to a pass happy league, these quarterbacks ain't getting it done to me.
Herm Edwards somewhere is smiling. I promise you that.
Play to win the game.
That is wild, man. That's not enough.
I mean, if you win though.
I mean, yeah, I give you that.
That's
but
true.
You think it's sustainable for you to keep winning if your quarterback's throwing 115?
No.
No, hell no. Hell
No.
no.
So
You need at least 2 a game, bro. 2.
here you go. That's still a low bar, honestly. Like,
It's still a low bar, but you
like,
need
they
2.
didn't set the rules up for you to throw for 400 a game. They didn't.
Yeah.
Bro, you
It
ain't.
wasn't total yards
You
for
gotta
the
show
game.
something. You gotta show something.
Team stats. Let me look at this. Somebody say, small look at their total yards.
We still on that game? Falcons, Panthers?
You control this, bro.
I mean,
Total yards.
Yeah,
Falcons
we're
had
doing
221 total. Wait, no, wrong thing. They had 221 total yards for the day. That can't be right.
I think it is. Sounds about right.
What the hell?
I wouldn't be.
They didn't have many yards.
surprised if
They must have had a good defensive day. I didn't get to watch that game.
Who they played?
I'm assuming
yeah,
they had a
they
good.
said Bryce Young threw two interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
Bro.
Okay. That's the only thing that makes sense to me because.
So they had the short field twice, and then other than that, they weren't really doing a whole lot.
Okay. Whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not expecting a lot from them anyway. It's not surprising.
All right. Then moving on to the Jaguars, 31-21 over the Colts. We had Calvin Ridley's Jaguar debut, and hasn't
Look
played
good.
in 2 seasons. Yeah, looked good. 8 reception, 101 yards, 1 touchdown.
Oh, yeah, that's a good day at the office.
Yeah.
We also had a nice one-handed catch by Zay Jones.
I seen that.
In the corner of the end zone, too.
Yep.
Yeah, I seen that. That was nice.
I wonder if Calvin really took the over on his yards.
He ain't learned his lesson yet.
Because I think, man, 100 yards definitely hit the over.
As long as he placed that bet under a different name.
Ron Mexico.
Ron Mexico, yep.
Ron Mexico Jr. That probably worked for you.
Ron Mexico Jr. the third.
Right.
All right, we also had Travis Etienne Jr.
He was on my team too. Man, my team all through this sports rundown.
Yeah, got a solid day.
He had a nice day. 77 yards, 1 touchdown rushing. Also added 5 receptions, 27 yards.
Yeah, so you got you 100.
Josh Allen had 3 sacks, 10 tackles, 3 sacks. That's a hell of a day.
Mm-hmm. There's a few players with 3 sacks today. You had T.J. Watt, 3 sacks. Drake Jackson for the 49ers, 3 sacks.
I saw that. I didn't know he was with the damn 49ers.
Mm-hmm. His second season.
He mustn't do shit last year. I didn't hear his name.
He didn't. He didn't do anything at all last season. I mean, also he has Nick Bosa on the other side this season. Well, he did last season too, but also has Javon Hargrave though this year in the middle. So
Yeah.
got to kind of double those boys. So he's getting a lot of single out there on the edge.
When I watched him, I thought he got 2 of his sacks doing like a stunt where he went inside, tackle went outside. But it looked damn good though.
He's an athlete though; he can move. But we also have rookie Anthony Richardson had his debut today. 223 yards passing
Shit.
over that threshold. 1 TD,
Shit.
1 interception. Also had 40 yards running and a rushing TD. He did get injured at the end. I think they
Yeah, this shit smacked.
testing him for a concussion.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
He got
This ain't
sacked 4
college.
times.
Good. He learned week 1. Like, yo,
This ain't
Yeah.
college.
that work in college it ain't here, boy.
That ain't it, boy.
Yeah.
Get that
Now
shit
he
figured
know.
out quick.
Oh, okay. All the linebackers run a 4.6
Yeah,
here.
these niggas is really good. There's no criminal justice majors out here.
I thought he played decent though. They had the lead up, and I think to them near the end of the game. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jacksonville
Colts, they
scored
did.
14 and Jacksonville scored 14 in the fourth.
Yeah, it was late. They turned around. They were winning. Colts were winning. I was like, oh, they about to upset. And then they turned back to it on red zone. It was Jacksonville was up by 10. I'm like, whoa. That
I
was
think
fast.
for most of the rookies, you just want to see like a flash. Like I just want to see like what I saw on tape. See like okay,
One for
I
sure.
see it
You
now.
want to see this steady progression throughout the season. Like,
Yeah, but I don't know if you're gonna see like a rookie in their first season where you like, man, he blew
but you just want to see him be like, okay, he made the right read. He made better read this time. You know what I'm saying? He's scoring those progressions, things like that. The game is slowing down for him, hopefully, a little bit by the end of it. Because right now, I'm sure that shit's going like 100 miles per hour.
And that's my problem with old Mac Jones over there. I feel like he's still doing the same shit.
But did you guys see that play with Trevor Lawrence where they hit his arm and it ended up being a fumble? It hit the ground. Jacksonville player got it, picked it up, and he was just standing there. And then dude hit him and the ball fell out. And then DeForest Buckner picked it up and ran it all the way for the touchdown.
I did not.
I see that.
Yeah. And the
That's crazy.
ref didn't blow the flag. I guess the Jacksonville player thought it was dead, like it was an incomplete pass. But he actually knocked it out of his hand and it was a fumble.
I bet he know now once he got his ass hit.
You gotta play. You play till you hear that whistle, boy.
Yeah.
He's bad.
So the Jacksonville player was standing there like, "What y'all doing?"
Was it a
After
rookie?
I don't know who it was, but yeah, they knocked the ball out his hand, and DeForest Buckner, he dove for the pylon and everything. Looked like a wide receiver, a tight end, like big boy running down the field with the ball. Yeah. But that's pretty much it for the NFL. We had the Commanders over the Cardinals, which was trash, and then Rams over the Seahawks. It was a little bit. Seahawks had a little hype coming into the season, but the Rams ended up winning that. Seahawks also have some injuries.
They look depleted.
That wasn't no excuse.
Yeah.
Them niggas look sad. Them niggas look sad.
Yeah.
It didn't look like.
They came out tough though.
Yeah, they did.
They came out tough. Then they got hit. It was like, oh shit.
This what a tackle. This what a hit feels like.
You know what? I was going to ask you, Johnny. How'd you feel about Denver opening the game with an onside kick?
I didn't see the beginning of the game, so I didn't know that until just now. But I feel like that's crazy.
Bro, I've seen that before. I've seen that before. It's
Now that you mention that,
it's wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, Sean Payton, like, what are you?
Nigga, it was
Or maybe
what?
you got too much trust in your defense. That could be the problem too. You like
3 years ago, Mike Munchak opened up the season with an onside kick. I was like, we're fucking doomed. We're doomed.
What's it?
You crazy?
Who was it? The
Like-
Colts did it in the Super Bowl where they opened up with an onside
I
kick.
thought the Bears did that to the Colts.
The Bears did it to the Colts.
Or it was that Super Bowl though, Colts Bears. I know what you're talking about.
nah, that was Devin Hester ran back the opening kickoff on that.
Did that happen?
Oh yeah, he ran back over.
Yeah.
What Super Bowl was it? Somebody, I feel like it was one where they opened up and did an onside kick early. I think it was the Saints. Maybe it was the Saints and the
When
Colts.
Saints beat them.
Yeah, maybe it was the Saints and the Colts. Maybe that's in his fucking DNA. I don't know. That's some wild shit.
That's crazy though. I didn't know that until just now. Wow.
I was like, there's a lot of crazy shit going. And then the
While you
the
scarfing
Niners
down pancakes, I was out here doing
beat the
crazy
dog
shit.
shit out of that.
Oh.
Who was? What'd you say?
The Niners were beating the dog shit out of Pittsburgh, but they still had like McCaffrey and Purdy in the game. I was like, what are you doing, man? You know, McCaffrey's known for getting hurt, but he's still never running the ball.
Well, it was 20-0, and then Pittsburgh ended up scoring right before halftime, so it was 27.
No, I'm talking
So
about in the
still-
fourth quarter, man. It was like fourth quarter. That game was done.
Mm-mm.
Kenny Pickett wasn't going down the field. Why you got McCaffrey in there? Then they put in Elijah Mitchell, I think. Then they bought McCaffrey back in the run.
Man,
Yeah,
I don't like
talk.
the way Elijah Mitchell run that ball, boy. He run too up and down. He got his ass smacked a couple times today.
I love how Elijah Mitchell run the ball. He a dog.
That boy,
Like
Once he
he
get
be
past the
running,
line, though.
he be running dudes
he be
over.
trying to get through that line, and he was running straight up.
He-
Somebody came.
So today he got caught. He did like a outside zone to the right or something. He got caught right at the line. Somebody hit him square in his damn.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
straight up.
The announcer was like, "Oh, stud him up."
He reckless though. He be getting hurt. He always hurt, but he run like a dog though.
I like him, but I thought that was crazy. I was like, "What y'all doing out there, Niners?
Yeah.
Gonna get somebody fucking hurt, be pissed the rest of the season."
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's enough for the NFL. We had some NCAA football we want to talk about. We had number 11 Texas over Alabama 34-24.
That was a good fucking game. I watched that.
Great game. Quinn Ewers went 349, 3 touchdowns. Impressive showing.
I didn't see
So.
that game.
Oh man,
I didn't see it.
it was good.
I got nothing.
So Alabama got a quarterback, black dude. I think he's one of those quarterbacks. Yeah, like he was. I think he was highly rated for being like a dual quarterback, running and passing. But it was like, I'm guessing his run is ahead of his passing because the passing didn't look that sharp. But like Quinn Ewers, my dude looked like prime Russell Wilson throwing the ball up in the air. Like he was throwing some rainbows dropping down their arms.
What game was this?
Alabama, Texas.
Oh, I missed that one.
And it was in Alabama, if I remember right.
Mm-hmm.
It was in Alabama, and dude threw a rainbow shot up in the air. I said he just threw that ball away. But nah, it came right down that boy's arms, middle of the end zone.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Quinn Ewers is nice. So he was number 1 prospect coming out of high school. So
See, my boy put up 349. They can learn something from this guy.
And they still got old Archie sitting behind him.
They do got Archie just sitting there.
Arch, yeah.
Well, Archie ain't gonna play for at least another year. I tell you that now.
They were saying though, like in camp, like Arch had a shot.
Yeah. Yep.
Ewers looked good that game. I'm gonna tell y'all that. So I'm gonna leave it there.
I mean, both games this season. So they got 609 now in the season. So,
I didn't see that first game. I saw that game though.
So I mean, the first game was against Rice. So that is what it is. Yeah. But then when you beat Alabama like that, though, it's something.
Yeah. Open some eyes. Alabama was number 3. I think they were number 3, and Texas was 11 at the time. But that's preseason, right? That don't mean much of shit anyway.
True that.
Yeah, we also had Colorado. I'm getting to it.
Colorado.
Colorado, Nebraska.
Yeah.
What said we coming?
God damn.
I think we came now.
At this
Pause.
point, God, dog. Hey, Shadur,
But,
how you feel about the
yeah.
coach? Or did you take it personal? I took it very personal.
Talking about Matt Rule, yeah. He said he was talking about talking about my school, talking about Pops. Said,
they gonna get this nigga
but
out of the NCAA, boy. Dion, they gonna get this nigga.
Yeah. And his son, shoot.
Yeah, and his son.
Take your son with you.
Yeah.
Here, Sean, you see him before the game.
Stay for about 2 years there, man. Look.
Crazy.
Shoot, you seen him before the game talking to some dude from Nebraska, and he showed him his watch.
Yeah.
He was like, "You see that?" He was like, "Hey, I don't want to hear it. You see that watch?" And here with
That game started a little slow too, though.
Yeah,
there was like a
0-0 going into the set, like late in the second quarter, or at least like 8 minutes.
I think Colorado scored a field goal before the half.
No, they scored 10 points before the half.
Yeah, it was.
They had 10 at the half, but the
13
first
nothing at halftime.
Middle of the second quarter, but they was playing them good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like out of sync, honestly. Like Shadur didn't look that great in that first half, but then
Daddy went in there and told him something in the halftime.
He dropped that dime right before halftime. That touchdown pass he threw was like a deep crossing route, and he put that mug on the money.
Oh yeah.
And then after that, it was on and cooking.
I like Colorado's offensive coordinator, dude from Kent State. His play calling be great.
Yeah.
I don't know who their defensive coordinator is, and I don't really like that 3-3-5 shit they do or whatever they're doing out there. But the offensive guy, he's probably gonna be gone in a year or two.
Yeah, but that whole little speech Prime had before the game was like, "Don't nobody come in your crib and win." He was like, "Don't nobody come in your house, and take over your house." So I thought that was cool. Yeah,
That's a fact.
Well, I mean, they got Colorado State next week, so they'll probably beat them. And after that, they got Oregon.
So I think
they got Oregon. That's gonna be
their first test.
Yeah.
Other than
I watched Oregon and Texas Tech.
Nebraska was much of a test.
Nebraska's running game was a test because they were gashing their ass.
Well, we know their defense is trash, though.
Yeah.
D-line. Not the whole defense, but the D-line is terrible.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if they're terrible. I think it's just like a bad setup, like to play a three-man front against Nebraska. They had another dude standing up, but I don't know. They were getting gashed.
I mean, Nebraska's always going to have a decent offensive line, a decent running game. That's just who they've always been.
Well, I mean, this ain't like no power eye Nebraska anymore.
Yeah. but I still want to run the ball. So, but Shador Sanders, through 2 weeks, 69 of 90, 903 yards and 6 touchdowns.
Heisman.
He's gonna
Say
if
definitely.
He keep playing on at this level he's playing. He'd definitely be on that list.
Let me look, man. So they got Colorado State, Oregon, USC,
So
Arizona.
the USC game, if they could, I don't envision them winning that game.
Like USC.
But
I mean,
like,
Oregon too, though.
Oregon, yeah.
Bo Nix been playing good.
But if
Bo
they
Nix?
if they could keep both of those games competitive, though.
Listen, USC, I think USC was up 49-0 at half on Stanford.
Yeah, I know.
Like they hit quick.
Yeah. So yeah.
USC ain't fucking around.
I turned in the game. I was like, "Damn! All right, let's turn."
Caleb Williams
I had it on.
Caleb Williams was 19 to 21, 281 yards and 4 total touchdowns. So
Yeah.
pretty
It was
efficient.
like every time I went upstairs, I came back. It was another 7. And then Texas Tech had a tight end that's 6'9". That's the craziest shit in the world. This dude was a giant running around out there, man.
That is crazy.
You go look at that highlight. They put him in motion on one play. You be like, what the hell is that?
Like, why is this power forward out here going in motion?
Dude is huge.
Power forward.
He's like they get in the huddle. You know, the tackles normally like the tall, big dude. This dude's like towering over the tackles.
Yeah.
So Shador's
we
number
had,
2.
Number 2.
Number 2 in what?
Number 2 in passing yards. Braden
yeah.
Shagar is number 1 from Hawaii. It looks like.
Hawaii. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I gave up on Hawaii. They got beat by Georgia that year in one of the bowl games.
I got up on Hawaii when I thought Colt Brennan was really good.
Colt Brennan. R.I.P. man.
Oh,
you know,
Brennan.
you know he passed,
He
right,
gone,
Johnny?
huh?
He did.
He been
gone.
gone.
Yeah, he gone.
That's crazy.
We shouldn't laugh because he gone. and shit, but
Yeah.
No, I
R.I.P.
just-
man. R.I.P.
I just wish I could see his reaction right
Yeah.
now.
Colt's out of here,
I don't
man.
remember how he passed. But yeah, he won up top.
Yep. We'll let Johnny do his research over there.
Look it up, man. God dog. Let me see this, man.
But I wanted to talk about Florida State. Keon Coleman. He's a nice player, nice receiver over there. He had a few highlight plays.
Wait, who did Florida State just play?
They
Southern
played
Miss.
Southern Miss with
Dog
Frank Gore
Wall.
Jr. Frank Gore Jr., Southern Miss, you know.
Yeah.
Man, the dog walk.
I watched the first game of the season against LSU. I didn't see Southern Miss. That's probably not what I'm tuning in for.
Yeah, I mean, it was 66-13. You probably wouldn't have watched much anyway. Yeah.
Didn't miss much
Nah,
there.
boy. Nah, boy.
Oh, no. The fentanyl got him, bro.
Fentanyl?
Yeah, bro.
Man, you can't say that, man. You can't say that on air, man.
Oh, no. That baby got the sugars.
They found him in the hotel room after ingesting
Man.
fentanyl, man.
Nah,
Damn.
man, you
What year
can't.
was that?
2021.
Yeah, you can't.
I thought it was longer than that.
You can't defamate his character, man.
Bro, this is
What are you talking about?
man.
You can't
This is
do that,
Wikipedia.
so-
Oh, well, come on, we can't just say Wikipedia like that's not.
Wikipedia right here, man.
You can't do that to
You
his
know, wrote
character,
essays.
man.
You know, you can't use.
He was a good man. He was a good man.
My boy said, "Oh no!"
No, not the
Not old Colt.
Oh God,
Not
no.
Colt.
Mm-mm-mm.
He used to sling that. He used to sling that
Big
pill.
dog, rest up, man. What else we got, man?
Oh Lord, have mercy.
I know,
That's it. Y'all
gotta
fading
go
on
back
him?
You gotta go back upstairs, honey.
Oh, we got a visitor.
Yeah.
No.
I don't even care.
Let's
It's
just-
your house.
Ladies acting that's the baby. She ain't got nowhere to go neither.
I also wanted to mention UNC running back Omarion Hampton in their win versus Appalachian State. He had 234 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns. Thought it was pretty impressive showing.
That's a good day.
It's a good day. They almost lost, though. They almost lost to Appalachian State.
Your daughter.
Look at this nigga with the big mama arms.
He seems disappointed.
I know. Good goddamn well it ain't that baby.
I know that ain't that baby 11, 15.
Oh man, y'all
Somebody better get that baby some warm milk and a blanket.
Oh man.
That's it, man. That's all I got, man. Appreciate it. Press a week. Appreciate you hanging around. You know, stood around this long. Appreciate your time. Drop the flame emoji in the comments. You know the deal.
one.
I was like, y'all not gonna say nothing?
Run the credits.
Weird ones go.
Go back under your rock for the next week, and we got you, man.
Is it gonna be a week?
Be looking out for the way we dropping this next week, though. We live on YouTube.
We're live,
it up
man.
a little bit, so
Halftime of the Sunday night game.
Halftime of the Sunday night game. Tap in, man.
Football night in America. Y'all on the clock.
Yeah, on the clock.
Can they ask questions while we're live?
Yeah.
They can chat. You know, YouTube got the chat, and they can chat,
Yeah.
and they'll pop up.
So we should be like, what y'all think, chat?
Yeah.
You know, we could talk to the chat.
It's just gonna be Jaden.
Man, it's all
Gotta
right.
start somewhere, man.
We might have a few real ones in there, man.
Let's do it, man.
All right.
Yep.